when I was director, I started trying to bring alums back because students really needed to see, oh, you really can graduate from here and have a great life. They were so inspirational, alums, for our students then, and I think that's still the case today. For them to see alums that graduated from Colorado State that are doing amazing things across the world. And when they see that, then that encourages them. And then when they're going through a rough time, they can say, oh, really? So-and-so I met, they had a rougher time than I did, and they got through it. I can get through it too. And that's why we are celebrating 40 years. For a campus like ours to keep and have these cultural centers for 40 years, when other universities that started out back in the 70s and 60s, when they knew they had to do something, so they started these cultural centers, but they didn't last. Ours has lasted.
I think we should feel good about the fact that we didn't give up. We're not near Denver. We don't have the critical mass. We could focus on all the reasons for not continuing. And instead, we find the reason that worked.
And when I think about the history of the office, we have evolved, we have more students, however, we're building upon a legacy. So not too many things are groundbreaking. What they have done is they've evolved with how society has changed.
Like if you're coming from Louisville, Kentucky, or you coming from like a predominantly black culture or predominantly black community, it's just something that you're not used to. But the back office gives you a space to where you can speak on how you feel about that, and then you learn. I'm now a president of a fraternity. I'm in a mentor program. You know, you never really think about that stuff until you connect with people, you go out, you go around, you put yourself out there in open space to be vulnerable and see who cares enough to take you on their wing.
Listen to how insightful they are. Listen to how they want to change the world. Listen to how they already are changing the world. And so I think those types of things is something that we all can be proud of.
I mean, I think of a student that worked for me many years ago, Joyce Cafati, that's in New York City. And I asked her, I said, you know, what do you miss the most about Colorado State University? And she said, I miss you. And and I miss the fact that you allowed me to be the leader that I am today. We want every student to have a leadership role.
You know, Lupe definitely pushes you to be involved in as many things that, you know, are coming up, and she's constantly like, hey, do you want to be part of the student panel? Or hey, do you want to like go to this meeting, learn about this, learn about that? She thinks of all of us as her kids, so she wants the best for all of us.
Miss Bridget was a huge influence on me. She just kind of pushed me because I was going through a lot of stuff my first year in college. So I think definitely being in there sparked the beginning of my leadership opportunities because I became a lot more comfortable with my black identity. And then from there forth, I just started kind of involving myself with everything.
The friends that I've made, the relationships I've built wouldn't even be possible. I don't even know if I would be, you know, at this university without, you know, the work that everyone has put in over the past 40 years.
With this many more people, it could be this much more adventurous. College can be more fun. College can be more opportunistic. It can be anything you want it to be, but you have to put yourself in that position.
That I would like to say is that we need you. We need you to continue to pay it forward. Be the role model, the mentor.
And in order to do that, we have to continue to educate each other. We have to continue to build relationships with each other, get to know each other, understand our stories. And the more diverse perspectives and diverse stories we have about how people have been able to get to where they are, only enriches our lives and enriches the lives of others. And for me, that's what it's all about.